Welcome back, all you warriors, to the Halloween series. What the hell is it called? Welcome back, all you warriors, to the Halloween series, The Dark Side of Lawncare. Obviously, I'm having a good time, big smile on my face. My boys are making me laugh. So, what could be better than beautiful weather, beautiful fall colors, and family time out here making some money, laying down those beautiful fall stripes. The Dark Side of Lawncare. Last episode, we started off at my first gig in 1992, and I've been doing this for 30 years. And today, at the end of this mowing footage, we're going to go back to the lair and talk about my second gig and the crazy stuff that I got into, and the fact that most of the time, you're just going to get thrown into situations. You're just like, here, take this machine and get this done. You have no idea what you're doing. You have no clue, all right? So we're also going to talk about the people that you end up being around in this lifestyle. And you can definitely come across some characters. Many of them you need to leave on the wayside and carry on down your own path. So stick around. If you don't want to watch the mowing footage, skip through it and come to the lair, and we'll discuss the next couple stories from the dark side of lawn care. Here we are again for the Dark Side Lawn Care episode story. So like I said at the beginning of the video, this is my second lawn care gig. Now, went to the military, got out of the military, started changing oil. I got married. I have a kid on the way now. And yeah, we'll start right there. I decided that I needed to go back to lawn care because I enjoyed it back when I was a teenager. Needed more money, and it offered more money. So this was my first experience with, like I said, people will throw you on machines and just tell you to go get stuff done without explaining everything and teaching you how to do it. Well, we started off with this company had a front mount Kubota tractor mower, 72 inch, and had a Ferris 60 inch hydrostatic front mount as well. And I had a little 48 inch belt driven John Deere. And of course, because I was a rookie in the bunch, I got handed the John Deere. That thing was a piece of junk. All right, so I'm out there. Compared to the Gravely that I learned on, which was nice and new and taken care of, this thing was a piece of junk. All right. So the characters that I'm teamed up with here is Foreman. He's probably about 28 years old. All right, he's got a family. Total straight up redneck out in the woods kind of guy, but a hard worker. All right. In his soul, he's a good guy. Treated us okay. All right. And his little sidekick, his name was Sizemore. And he was just a wiry little dude, fast on a weed eater, fast on a mower. Everything was, he was like high speed. Okay. So these guys, any drugs you put in front of them, they would consume, and they'd go out their day working hard, okay? That being said, I had whined and complained and moaned so much about this John Deere that the owner, who was doing college up in a different state at the time, it wasn't even around the business, talked him into buying me a new 48 inch X-Mart, okay? Brand new hydrostat. It was like $5,000 back in the day, in the 1998. Yeah, 98. And, dude, this mower was badass, okay? So, I'm riding with these clowns. First thing in the morning, their routine was to go to a dude's house, their buddy, John Boy, and roll up a bunch of joints and stuff and just get baked, all right? That was their routine. So, the trailer that this whole setup of these three mowers on is a 3-axle flatbed trailer. With the dog chain tie-down straps and, the other kind of vinyl straps that you can get. So after we do our little morning visit with John Boy, we take off down the road and pulling out of the neighborhood onto the main road, all right, crossing 2 lanes, crossing median onto 2 lanes. We take that turn, the brand new X-Mart, $5,000 mower flips right off the side of the flatbed because it wasn't strapped in properly. These guys hadn't checked it at all. Slides off upside down in the middle of this road. Everybody's high as a kite, and he just stops the truck right where it is. We jump out. We flip this mower back on its front end, fire it up. It starts. All right, smoke blowing everywhere out of the exhaust. It starts up. And I'm like driving it up onto the curb, trying to get out of the road. They just drop the gate. We load it back up. It's just a crazy little mess, all right? So these are the characters that are teaching me all these big equipment and how to do these big properties, okay? Now, I've taken care of somewhat large properties, commercial size, with that first business that I worked with. And this is on a whole different level, okay? These guys work I had to be at work at 6:45 in the morning, and we wouldn't finish till dark. Whole different level of work. So here's Randall, and I'm like, I guess I'm 21 now. Okay, yeah, 21 years old, and I've never used a chainsaw. Okay, I've never had any experience with chainsaws or anything like that. And we get this gig, this contract to start clearing these billboard signs on the side of the interstate. And you'd have to go in there with chainsaws, just just chop these trees down, just let them fall, 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 fall. So that way they'd be visible from the interstate when you're driving by. All right. Hardcore stuff, because you're on the side of a mountain out where I live, and nothing's flat. So yeah, the trees go down easy, down the mountain, down the mountain, down the mountain. But the terrain you're on is extremely dangerous. And if you've ever done logging of any kind like that, you're like up and down over trunks. So obviously they're always ripped, okay? And they teach me, this is the chainsaw, this is how you sharpen it, this is how you clean it, blah, 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 tighten it. And I get out there and I just start dropping trees. And dude, talk about being nervous. I mean, we're talking about trees, man, mountain trees that we're dropping. And yeah, they just gave me the chainsaw. Like, hey, this is how you wedge it, this is how you cut it, go at it, man. Terrifying, all right? So you just have to watch out for yourself. All right, always watch out for yourself. You're number one, and a lot of these people will throw you into situations. They don't care if you get hurt. They don't care if you die. They don't care if you chop your arm off, your leg off. They can care less, okay? They don't know you. They don't love you, and you're just helping them out because they go through a revolving door of helpers. All right, we all do. That's what the mindset gets there sometimes if we let it, to where these helpers, they don't even matter anymore, okay? Try not to be like that. So fast forward a couple of those billboard sign clearings, and I'm slicing and dicing trees, no problem. I picked it up. Well, I was extremely allergic to poison ivy. So this one job we were going into was just overgrown side of a bank on the side of the interstate, poison ivy everywhere. So the manager, arborist that had to be on the site, gave us this ivy off lotion that supposedly blocks the oils that get on your skin from the poison ivy. So I put all that on, and I get out there, start doing my thing, and about an hour and a half into it, I've filled up a tank of gas. I wasn't feeling real good, and went back to work. Man, I wasn't sweating. My body could not sweat. That lotion had blocked all the pores that I had put it. All those pores had sealed up to prevent the oils getting on my skin. Well, it also stopped me from sweating. So I'm like having a heat exhaustion out there, sweating my ass off. I try to find something to get it off with. End up having to put 2-cycle gasoline all over my arms and everything just to get that stuff off, okay? I think it was 2-cycle. Yeah, it was. That's all we had. And yeah, be careful, all right? I don't recommend the Ivy Off lotion that they sell. Nope, not for me, okay? Now, the very last draw on this company, and I'll leave after this a huge, crazy event that happened between the characters that I was talking about at the beginning of the video that you end up meeting. The owner, the foreman, characters, all right? So look, I quit this job after I had it for about 1.5 years, 2 years, something like that. Because, the owner was a real just ass. He would cuss you out in a heartbeat. Well, he wouldn't cuss me out. I had worked with him a couple times where we got on a level of respect, even though I was young, but I had a kid and a wife, and, he didn't, so he respected that. That being said, he decided one day that he would cuss me out in the morning over the phone because it was, 28 degrees out. It was December. He wanted me to go do a list of gutter cleaning. And if you know anything about gutters, you're not cleaning them without chiseling ice with an actual chisel and, whatever you got to do, a crowbar, pry bar. It's miserable, okay? I wasn't doing it. I didn't care if I made any money that day. I wasn't doing it. Well, he cussed me out, told me I wasn't going to do it, and I'm sorry, I'm hard-headed. I'm kind of if you tell me what to do, I ain't going to do it. This is my line. So after I told him to go ahead and he could find someone else to do the work that day and for the rest of the career of his business, because I wasn't coming back, me and the missus went ahead and moved out of town up to a big city. And that's where I really got some crazy, awesome teaching from some amazing people in my life. It's also where I had my huge fail in life, running a business. We're going to get to those stories through the series of The Dark Side. So, let's go back to that story. We have an owner that's, pretty young. All right, he's going through his grad school, I think, in a different state. He hasn't been around much. And he comes back into town. Well, the foreman and the owner, they really just don't like each other, all right? They like each other, but they don't like each other. I think they like screaming at each other more than anything else. And the mom is the office lady who writes all the checks, does all the hours, on site for arborist jobs, stuff like that. So she's a piece of the puzzle. She was always half drunk. Nice lady, always half drunk. Okay? The owner, always high strung, always stressed out. The foreman, always fucked up, always in a good mood, till he has to hear this dude's mouth. All right? So this dude's come back into town. We moved shops from one to the other. And after we move into these shops, there's a big argument that breaks out in the parking lot. And this shop is an old automotive shop. So it has these huge, just bay windows where you can see into view the cars from the outside. So they're going at it outside this parking lot. And the foreman just, boom, pushes this dude, the owner, flails back, smashes into this huge, gigantic window. The thing breaks into a billion pieces. He almost falls backwards and gets impaled like a movie scene, okay? He doesn't. He hits it, gets his balance, bounces up. He's like, "You threw me through the window! You threw me through the goddamn window! Oh!" Dude, I ain't never seen those crazy stuff like that in my life. The mom runs out, starts screaming. Everybody just starts brawling right there in the parking lot. And, that was about a week or two before I quit. You can't be around crazy people and stay sane. I'll say that much. I learned a lot through equipment. I learned a lot from the guys that were around me. Learned a lot from watching a business owner in action. And I don't take anything away from guys at the end of the day, because we're all individuals. We all live our lives, different paths for sure. And that's the dark side of lawn care. I'm just climbing up that ladder, getting my knowledge in and getting paid, So we move out to a different city, and a whole another life begins for me and soulmate, because we have a baby boy, the one that works with me now, my oldest, Tyler. Hey, I hope you guys are enjoying this series, and hope you laughed a little bit, smile a little bit, whatever. But stay tuned to the next episode of The Dark Side of Lawn Care and Elite Landscapes Life Stories. Be good if you can, always be kind, and above all, love each other. Peace. Elite Landscape style.